Hello, how would you like to get a free ticket for a Holiday Inn? It's called a gulag. It's a workers' camp. All you gotta do is move bricks around all day. Ah, yes. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has threatened to purge conservatives and destroy and deplatform conservatives, right-wingers, and liberals who have supported Trump in the past. Here on Twitter with AOC. Is anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future? I foresee decent probability of many deleted tweets, writings, photos in the future. Well, that didn't take long. The left is already talking about how it's going to plunge us into a nightmare where all conservatives are destroyed and purged by the Democrats. Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Obvious, and today on the internet, we're going to talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and their nightmare plan for this republic. If you thought that Democrats and leftists were bad when Trump was president, imagine what they're going to do if and when Trump loses. If he does lose, and if Biden does win, and it's not over yet, Trump is certainly going to challenge the results. He's going to sue in these states. We're seeing a lot of potential evidence for fraud, impropriety, error, software errors. It's actually really, really bad. But if he does lose, this is the future. This is the 1984. This is what they're going to do. They're going to come for you. Now, if a right-winger were to say, we're going to get a list of all Democrats and people who voted for Biden, do you think that Twitter would leave it up? No, they would take it down. They would say, this is terror. This is voter suppression. You're banned. But when Democrats do it, it's fine because they support it. Now, we're going to talk all about this and more, folks, because I believe we're looking at a potential nightmare world. It's going to be bad. And we've got to talk about this, folks. We really do. Before we do, though, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell button for notifications for more content. And if you like this video, please share it online and show other people because this is the most important time in history for the United States of America. And we're at a turning point, folks. This is serious business. Now, AOC, I believe, is an extreme very far left person. She represents the Democrats and the progressive faction of the left. She's basically what the modern left has become. They're very far left, they're very extreme, and what they call for is essentially to purge their political enemies. And this is scary. This is the 1984, folks. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says, LOL at the party of personal responsibility, being upset of the idea of being responsible for their behavior over the last 4 years. What behavior is she talking about? Does she mean when Antifa, leftist activists, and BLM were burning down cities, hurting people, dragging Trump supporters out of cars? A Trump supporter was hunted down and murdered in one case. You're going to put this on the conservatives? Are you absolutely insane? You delusional? These people are sociopaths. Like most politicians, let's be honest. These people are crazy. Now we're going to go through this story, folks. I've got some disturbing tweets to show you. The things that these Democrats are saying are frightening, and they should scare you. They should scare you to your core. But before we get into this, a quick shout out. I currently have a brand new shirt design for my merch store. Have you ever wanted to be a Chad? Well, now you can. Introducing the Chad Classic t-shirt, impeccably designed with a magnificent Chad. I personally recommend getting this shirt in black, however, there's a lot to choose from. Get yours today by clicking on the link down below. Let's just hit the ground running. Here on the Post-Millennial, new blacklist of Trump sycophants inspired by AOC being compiled. Oh, isn't that wonderful? We're all gonna get thrown in the gulag. You looking forward to it? So here we have Jack Pozobiec, who says, who could have seen this coming? It shows AOC's tweet, as well as a reply, which I believe has been deleted. This tweet, though, is on record. Michael Simon, verified blue checkmark, says, yes, we are. The Trump Accountability Project. Every administration staffer, campaign staffer, bundler, lawyer who represented them, everyone. And then you can see the Trump Accountability Project, the TrumpRegistry.com. They are listing conservatives. And this isn't the only website. I've seen other websites of compiling a list of everyone who donated to Trump. What are these leftists planning? They're planning to come after conservatives. This is the future of America. under Joe Biden. This is why I strongly believe that Trump needs to challenge all of this in the courts, because we see massive evidence of errors, of potential for fraud, and it absolutely disgusts me to my core. Things are getting really bad, folks. I'm still doing a ton of research. I'm looking into it, but I think it's worse than anybody thinks. This election is not secure, and the results are not reliable. But they're already planning to do this. They were always planning to do this. And it's not going to be liberals, it's not going to be leftists, and it's not going to be Democrats who are purged. No. Only Republicans, only conservatives, only libertarians like myself. They're going to ban us. They're going to deplatform us. Because if Joe Biden wins, say goodbye to free speech online. Say goodbye to any challenge of big tech, big media. Say goodbye to your rights. Say goodbye to the economy. Say goodbye to your jobs. It will literally destroy the United States. Welcome to communism. Democrats are the party of communism. They support communism. They're pushing communism. And this is the fall of Rome. Who do you think they're going to hurt? They're not going to hurt themselves, not at first. They're going to hurt everyone who is against them. So they're creating these lists, and they're planning to purge American citizens and voters. Martina Marketa replies, "Is this voter intimidation?" Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. They're saying they were going to destroy us. They're going to put us in working camps. Look at the following screenshot. Matilda Williams says, "So realistically speaking, how do we get rid of all the racists, supremacists, militia, Trumpers, MAGA-tats, etc.? Re-education camps, like China deals with Uyghurs, I don't know the pronunciation, jail the leaders, shut down their access to all media? Seriously, how?" They literally just said that they want to put Trump supporters in concentration-like camps. That is what China does to religious minorities in China. Not only do I not believe that Democrats legitimately have a strong claim to this election, I believe they're sociopaths who need to be kept from power, especially if there's been fraud or impropriety or errors, which there looks to be a massive amount of evidence of.
Is here and don't want us to, and I can't take it. They won't let me. President Donald Trump, and not the only one we found in the trash. So,
I saw another report of an entire dumpster full of Navy veteran votes, a lot of them for Donald Trump, in the trash can. And I wish that was the least of it, folks. It's not. There is far, far more. Here on the Gateway Pundit, poll watcher in Michigan kicked out of Detroit Hall, but not before they obtained evidence of potential fraud. They kicked him out because he was watching the polls, but before he left, he got a picture. And if you look at the picture, it shows 7 out of 8 voters named on the screen. All of their birthdays? January 1st, 1900. No, not 1990. 1900. People who are dead. But they're talking about putting people in re-education camps. We all know what that means. You're going to the gulag. We would never do it to them, but they will do it to us. And I think that's what right-wingers, that's what liberals who don't support the left, I think that's what everyone should realize. They will do it to you. So it becomes a question, is America headed towards civil war? And what must we do to defend ourselves? I say, I will never, ever allow them to lay a finger on me. Now, JP has a really good comment here. He says, "It starts with a list, but that becomes tiresome, so some kind of insignia can be used to identify them. Still hard to control, so if you can get all of them into one location, ... Sounds a lot like World War II, doesn't it? And they call the Republicans the bad men. Yeah, sure. This is the scary part, folks, is that they're not going to stop. People who think there will be no riots, who think that Antifa will just go away, they're naive. And anyone who voted for Joe Biden, I believe, is either absolutely deranged, Trump derangement syndrome, orange man bad, that kind of thing, or they are truly and utterly naive. They have no idea who the Democrats really are. And I believe that many of them will regret their decision. They're going to regret it when the jobs go, when the economy goes. Oh my God, they're going to regret it, and it's going to be their own fault. You get what you deserve. There's still a path to victory for Trump if he challenges it in court, if he uncovers fraud, if he uncovers errors, and he gets it fixed, and he gets some recounts. If he wins that way, if he wins through the courts, we're going to see riots, we're going to see problems, but at least the American people will have somebody standing up for them as a shield against the corrupt elite, the swamp, big media, big tech. Trump is the only person protecting anybody. And that's what they don't realize. Maybe Trump could have done more. Maybe he could have. Maybe he wanted to. The Democrats always stood in his way and was always attacking him. But here's the thing. Without a shield, without Trump, we are fucked.